And don't mind me that I don't have on any makeup on today. I ain't gonna get no sleep because of me. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Alexis. I'm known as This Doll Lex. If this is your first time watching me on YouTube, on this page, make sure you hit that subscribe button to be an official doll baby. And if you're already a doll baby, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys don't know, this week is story time week here on my channel. I haven't done story times in quite a while, and I haven't really gotten comfortable again filming in front of the camera. So I thought the best way was just to, do story time week, get used to talking to the camera again, and blase. But before we get into the video, today's story time is also a collab with another YouTuber. Her name is Kathleen, and she is from New York, so we're fairly close. I couldn't even really get that out. But she auditioned for Bad Girls Club as well. And I thought it would be epic to, do the story time so you guys can see how my audition went and then how hers went. So I will link hers down below, so make sure you guys also check that out, and her link will also be at the end of the video. So yeah, let's get right into the story time. Now, I recently had turned 21 at the beginning of this year. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, so yeah, so I don't know, I was watching the current season that just finished airing earlier this year of Bad Girls Club, and for the first time that I've ever seen it, they put out that they were holding auditions for East Coast versus West Coast. If you guys don't know, I do live in New Jersey, so Jersey. So I'm a part of the East Coast. I'm part of the tri-state area or whatever. Okay, so I was like, you know what, let me just do it. I always wanted to be on the show, and we're gonna get a little bit more into that. So I said, hey, why not? And I filled it out. I can't remember exactly the date that I filled it out, but I know it was a month in between from when I filled it out until when they sent me a email telling me to fill out the second portion application. And when you first apply, it's basically something super generic. They ask for pictures. Why do you consider yourself a bad girl? And blase. It takes like less than like 15 minutes or whatever. So then after that, a month later, I got an email saying, congratulations, you're moving on to the next step. And basically the next step, it was like I was filling out a job application. When I tell you guys, it took me like almost an hour to fill out this thing. And they wanted you to be like as detailed, and they were getting to know more of your personal life. And it's like, each application is reviewed by a casting director, and again, they wanted pictures. So I was like, you know what, I'm still just gonna try. What are the odds of me getting to the next step or whatever? So like a month or so had passed by again, and I still didn't hear anything. And then I looked at my email, and it said, congratulations, you're moving on to the next step, which is the audition. And I don't have the emails from moving on to the next step, but I do have my email for my audition, so I will put it somewhere right here more than likely. And basically they had like sent the invitation. I got the invitation like, I'm gonna say the week of the audition. I can't remember, so I'm gonna try and see if I can find it. Oh no, so they sent this to me on June 9th, and then like almost like the following week later, it was the audition. But the thing was, I wasn't really quite sure if I was going to go to the audition, for one, because I had work that day. So I was getting off at work at 8 o'clock. And where the audition was, if you guys don't know, I work in Philadelphia, and the audition was in Philly. So I was like, it's either I'm going to get off of work and go straight to this audition or whatever. And then also family and friends were telling me, do you really want to be on the show? Like, and stuff like that. Basically wanting to talk me out of it because they seen the show and know all the things that they do on the show. Basically, I was really on the fence about, going or whatever. But then I was like, it's a one in a lifetime chance to go, and what are the odds of me really getting to the next round? So honestly, I was on the fence. So I went to work. I had an extra set of clothes in case I did decide to go. But I forgot, for the audition, you had needed like pictures and stuff, and I didn't have any of that stuff. So literally after the audition was at 10, I got off at 8, so I had about like an hour and some change to like scramble to get all this stuff. First off, I didn't have any makeup. I don't even remember how my hair was. And yeah, so basically I had to go to like Target, buy some makeup, then I had to go to Staples to get some pictures and all this stuff, and then I had to dart over there. So when I got to the audition, they weren't letting anybody in yet, but the line wasn't even that long. And when I tell you, there were so many like ratchet people, like the stuff that you see on Oh No She Didn't, like, or whatever the site is or whatever. No way, girl. And I'm like, some of these people are like serious. So I wait, like, we're waiting like 10-15 minutes before they actually open the doors. And then when they open the doors, we go inside and they take like, I think like the first 30-50 people, I'm not sure, but after a certain point they had stopped, closed the door, and then the rest of the people are outside. I was in that first bunch. So when you got in, the casting directors is like, welcome to the Bad Girls audition. And everybody's like, whoa, and I'm just sitting there like, why did I come here? So again, we had to fill out another application, and the applications had like these little numbers on it. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like stuff like that. So we had to fill out these applications, and then once your application was done, then you got to sit in a group with a casting director. So I filled out my application. While I'm filling out my application, I hear people being like mad, raunchy, and loud, and like just extra. So I finished filling out the application and I gave it to the guy who was collecting them. No, he wasn't collecting them. Once you were done, they just moved you to a certain section, and then you were in the next group to go audition. So the way that the audition is set up, it is casting director, and then it's like a circle. So everybody is sitting in the circle, and it's, you guys know how a circle is. So yeah. So basically the casting director asks everybody like, I think 4 to 5 questions. I really can't remember. It was, what's your name? How old are you? Why do you consider yourself a bad girl? And why do you want to be on the show? Now, when I tell you, there were people that were like 35 and 40 in my group. I lied to you, not that wanted to be on the show. There were some people that you can tell that were just lying off the rip. There was this one girl, oh my gosh, would not stop yelling. She claimed, this was a moment where I knew that this really wasn't for me. The girl lied so bad. She said, or she could have been telling the truth. I honestly don't know. But she had said, she was like, yeah, I have 2 boyfriends. Another question was like, are you in a relationship or are you single? And what's your, what do you like, males, females, both, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, I have 2 boyfriends. And the casting director was like, how? She was like, oh, well, they're both locked up. She was like, in the same jail. She was like, no, one's in jail and one's in prison. Bitch. And then there was another girl that the casting director was like, you look really, really familiar. She was like, yeah, I tried out for the Real World. Okay. So you went from the Real World to Bad Girls. They're 2 completely different shows, but different strokes for different folks. Yeah, but everybody was just, the way that I felt was, you can tell when a lot of the people weren't being real, and I'm like, this really isn't for me because I'm a real person. I don't like nonsense. I don't like fabrications. I don't like extra people. And I'm sitting there the whole time like with the biggest attitude. I'm rolling my eyes 24/7. And it wasn't on purpose. It's honestly, it really is just my personality when it's legit BS. So when they finally got to me, I wasn't hype. I wasn't like, I didn't sound really interested, because at this point I was really, really over it, and I just wanted to go home. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna say exactly how I said it.
So my name's Alexis. I'm 21. I'm a bad girl because I just don't give a shit or anything. I really don't care about anyone or anything. I said I'm not gonna be extra and phony like some of these people. I'm just real and blunt, and I don't take anything from anyone. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And you know, I'm from Jersey. I lived in Jersey all my life. I lived in North Jersey, now I live in South Jersey. I work in Philly. Where I lived at has made me who I am. It's pretty much it. It's nothing more, nothing less to it.
And after I said that, I got like a lot of the looks. Well, let me just tell you guys, where I sat, I was close to the end. So I was like second to the end or something. So the interviews were just about done. I got so many looks like, this bitch, and like people rolling their eyes. But it was like I had to be real. Like I wasn't about to be
Hi girl, my name's Alexis. You know, I'll beat up bitches. I will beat up bitches. Okay? And when somebody get in my face, I'm going to pop off. Like, pop off, son. Yeah, I ain't gonna get no sleep because of me.
like, no. I was honestly ready to go home. So after the last person was done, basically the casting director was like, you know, thank you guys for coming out. You guys should hear something in the following week or so. I'm definitely going to be calling some people from the group tonight, but basically phone calls take about a week for us to reach back out to everyone. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I left and I went home, and then the following week I got a call for the next part of the audition, and I'm just like, no. Like, it's not for me, because I literally would be in there fighting every day or having like the worst attitude or leave on the first day. Like, yeah, these bitches are fake. I don't do that. So yeah, you can miss me with that. And honestly, I did have the opportunity, but another thing was later on in my career, I don't want something like this show to hurt me from getting certain jobs or like people see me in a different light, because honestly, this stuff will literally be out there forever. Right now, I have control what I put on the internet, but if it's somebody else's hands, I really don't have the option. Once it's out there, it's out there. I have no control what I do. I mean, I do have control over what I do or say, but if somebody used to get me to a certain point, if I was on the show and I would whoop somebody's ass, that's out there forever. Like, I can't erase that. Like, it's something different. Like, if it's on my phone, like, I can choose to release it or not, but no. So, yeah, that was that. I was about to be on a Bad Girls Club. You guys would have seen me whooping some ass. But yeah, no. I'm not really a violent person, but as you guys know who watch me, I don't take anything from anybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Okay? But that is all for, you know, this video. If I do audition to be on reality television, again, it's not going to be anything with bad girls. It's not going to be anything with me fighting. It will be something productive. Okay, maybe the real world. I don't know, but I wouldn't even do that because they do some fishy stuff on that show too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out Kathleen's video. It will be linked right here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.